Once again, it's on. It is the Rewind Podcast. Of course, it's your man, Kevin Nash, holding it down. Back again, Mike Wilson. What's good, brother?
What's going on, brother?
Chilling. How's things in H-Town?
Hey, slow and steady, man. Slow and steady. Nice weather, so we chilling.
I feel you. Again, AP, yo, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's good, bro?
Chilling, man. So I got y'all fellas on here for one reason and one reason only. Jay-Z, Sean Carter, Hove, whatever you want to call them. Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, man, all the way back in 1998. This album dropped September 29th to be exact, man. You know what we do, man. Y'all been on here before, man, so I'm going to just run down some of the albums that came out in 98.
Yeah, heavy year, man.
Big year. We got The Lox with Money, Power, Respect, Scarface, My Homies, Goody Mob, Still Standing, Big Pun, Capital Punishment. Definitely have to do a review on that. Mark that down. DMX, Dark and Hell is Hot, AZ, Pieces of a Man, Master P, Last Don, Onyx, Shut 'Em Down, Death Squad with El Nino, Nori with Nori, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, Exhibit with 40 Days and 40 Nights, Classic Outcast, Aquemini, Juvenile with 400 Degrees, Redman, Docs the Name 2000, DMX, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, Mystical, Ghetto Fabulous. Lots of heat in the year of 1998.
Yeah, that 97, 98, even 99 span, yo, them joints, hip hop was on fire, yo.
Yeah, it was.
Stupid question, because I was there with y'all fellas. What was going on with y'all in the great year of 1998, Mike Wilson?
Shit. Nah, you know where we were. The great Wright State University.
Facto.
I was chilling, making my transition from living in Hawthorne Hall to where did I live? I don't even remember. I know what it was. Had a lady friend, so half the time I was at her spot in Yorktown Apartments. The other half in Forest Lane, hacking a fool. You know where I was.
Facts. AP, yo.
All right, so I think now I done finally made it to Wright State. I think like the previous ones, I was like, this is my senior year of high school. So now I done finally made it to Wright State. So this is my freshman year. Wright State just taking it all in. And when this joint dropped, I think the day it dropped, it was a classic night happening on the yard. You know, we'll get into that a little later.
Facts, man. Like everybody else said, man, I was at Wright State. It was my sophomore year, and I think about my sophomore year as, you know, the year of really coming out of my shell and everything like that, because I was real reserved. My freshman year, started going to parties later on and everything like that. But my sophomore year was a blur. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole purpose of going to college is to go to school and learn something. I wasn't learning nothing in the classroom that entire calendar year, man. Like that was like the big year of kicking it, man. Like it was every night. It was some basketball. It was chasing some girls. It was going to a party. And AP was right there along with me, encouraging me. Reg was right there.
I'd been the other way around.
No. Laugh Show was there. Reg, of course, was there. Nate was there. We was all acting a fool that year. You know I went from my freshman year, you know what I'm saying, pretty solid grades and everything for a first year college student to dismal, debacle. Got that letter in the mail like, you better get your shit together, get up out of here, man. So that's what my sophomore year consisted of. And I blame this album. Because it was so much heat on this album, man. Going into this, re-listen to it, man. What were songs that y'all was looking forward to listening to again?
For me, honestly, I just wanted to see how it aged. Like because when it came out, you know me, I love Hove. And you couldn't tell me this wasn't, you know, the greatest hip hop album ever. It came out when it came out because it had heat.
Sure.
So my thing, I really wasn't looking for a particular song. I was looking to see, did it age well?
Mm-hmm.
Like, could I still put it on and be like, oh yeah, this shit hot? And we'll get to that, a little later.
Okay. What about you, AP?
I don't think there was any one particular song that I was want to say necessarily waiting to hear. But just listen to some of them just brought back some memories, especially that Money Cash Hoes. That's
Man,
that, that's the song. I think that was probably the most memorable song. What I'm saying, that I have a story to. I mean, just listen to some of it, like yo, I was really liking this song though. but being able to go back listen to some of the lyrics and understand what he was talking about,
yeah,
I think I have a better appreciation for the lyrics. But
Right.
overall, I don't. It wasn't not like it wasn't one particular song I was looking forward to hearing. I mean, the or Hard Knock, the anthem. I mean, that you can never go wrong with that one. I love that. I still love that song to this day.
Yeah, for me going back into it, man, actually listening to it from top to bottom, I'm always nervous listening to these albums that I haven't listened to in a long time because there's certain albums like this one, like there's particular songs that I go back and listen to all the time. Like I still listen to Coming of Age 2 to this day. I still listen to the one with Kid Capri to this day because like I really fuck with those songs, but actually listening to it from top to bottom, I get nervous because like, yo, am I going to be looking at it through the lens of a grown ass man? Am I just gonna be holding on to nostalgia, like, no, this
Yeah,
shit hot when it really ain't anymore and stuff like that? And I don't know why, because it'll never take away from the memories of these songs and the memories we created with these songs. But I just hope they're still dope. I hope, like Mike said, I hope they age well. I hope they still dope. I hope they still give me that feeling that it did when it came out. So I wanted to ask y'all, man, about the rise of Roc-A-Fella, because this album right here is really the one that put Roc-A-Fella Records on the map. This album made Jay Z a superstar.
hmm
Um, Mike, we did Reasonable Doubt. That album is great, but he ain't make him a superstar.
right.
It did. Unfortunately, we lost Big, and when we lost Big on Volume One, it seems, just asking me, like he tried to do the Biggie formula, like with the R&B sounds and the R&B hooks and stuff like that, and that really wasn't Jay Z. I think on this album he got kind of back to his roots of a hardcore hip hop lyricist and everything like that. But this is definitely the rise of Roc-A-Fella, man, because you got to think this is before Bleak solo project came out. This is just when Beanie Siegel got on with Roc-A-Fella. Like, I was looking at the discography, man, and you say Roc-A-Fella, it's Jay Z, Jay Z, Jay Z, Jay Z. Streets is watching soundtrack, Jay Z. Then you get a Bleak albums, like, so he's single handedly carrying the label at this point, man.
100%. And I think this album was so, for me personally, because I hated the second album. I hated Volume 1. Because he got so, it looked like you said, to your point, he went so left of what I loved about him on, Reasonable Doubt. It was like he was trying to fill this big void, as you say. And it was so unlike him. And listening to that second album, Volume 1, I was like, man, this shit's terrible.
You
Oh,
belong to the city.
I'm like, what the fuck is
You
this,
belong to the night.
dude? So me as a fan, I'm like, oh shit, he got a new one coming out. He got to redeem himself. And eh, eh, it wasn't Reasonable Doubt. I'll just say that.
Okay.
It was yeah.
Yeah, that's funny because I went back and listened to Volume One. With I think was the last. It had to be. I think it was the last night. I listened to it and then listened to Volume Two again. I'm like, yo, it was definitely. You could definitely hear the difference in those albums, man. Definitely, it was just a huge. It was a big difference. I mean, it's really too much more you can say than that. It was definitely a huge difference. And I mean, I've always been a fan of Jay Z. Like I think the first time I heard him when he dropped a version on Big Daddy Kane's joint with in ODB. I think that was the first time I heard. I think like that was back like in '93. And so I mean, I did was just a fan of him. So whenever he dropped something, I was on it. And then I was really into that Streets Watching soundtrack and movie and all that. So I think that that drop did that come out the summer of '98?
Yeah, it came
Yeah,
out in the
so
summer.
I
Yeah.
was heavy on that, and then I think when I found out that you liked it, I'm like, oh, yo, I like this nigga Kev. So but it was too many people really rocking with it, or they didn't even know about it. So, but I mean, I had knew about him because Nate, he was a big Big Daddy Kane fan, so I would listen to it just because he listened to it, and then I heard the Jay-Z on there. So whenever I would hear his name, so that my ears would just perk up.
Yeah, man. Like that's what we got to remember, man. Roc-A-Fella wasn't Roc-A-Fella, man. And what people don't understand about hip hop crews or labels at that time, man, like they have runs, and the No Limit run, hell, the Cash Money run, the Bad Boy era. Like this is the end of the Bad Boy era. Obviously Biggie had his two great projects, and Diddy kept it afloat with his project, and everything that they had going on. But in all actuality, man, they had nothing else after the what album was that? Probably No Way Out. Like they didn't have like a great hip hop album after that. So the void
Hmm.
was there for somebody to take that crown, and Jay
Yeah.
Z stepped up to the plate and ran with it. So y'all fellas ready for a track by track?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. All right. Let's keep it real, Mike. Let's keep it real, all right? I know this is
I'll
your
wait.
guy. I know
I'll
this is your
wait.
guy. All right, man. So we got the intro with Pain in the Ass. Obviously, this is that Carlito's Way quotables in there, man. Uh, did y'all ever see like the Carlito's Way prequel movie?
Yes, with Diddy.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think I seen it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Eh, eh, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Carlito's Way is classic, man. So obviously the biggest thing about this song is Bleak's song. It's Bleak's solo song on the Jay-Z album. Now, in later years, we would get a solo song from Jay-Z on a Bleak album. And people will always wreck Jay-Z for that. Like, why you got a solo song on a Bleak album? And I will remind people that Bleak opened up Jay-Z's at the time best work. Nah, this ain't Jigga, it's your little nigga Bleak reporting live from the street.
Yes.
Like, Bleak is that guy, man. Now, Bleak never became what they wanted him to become, like new improved Jay-Z. He never became that, but he's always been the most loyal most loyal guy in hip hop, in my opinion. And he spit bars on this opening track, man. Where was you at with it, AP?
I liked it. How I am on the intro. So definitely appreciated the intro. And then I said this is like almost. I mean, I know Bleak was on the Reasonable Doubt, but I said this might have been like Meek's coming out party, man. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, other than that, I mean, it's good. I like the joint. Could have been a little longer though. I mean, I understand it was an intro, but I definitely would have rocked with it a lot more if it was longer.
What's up, Mike?
Yeah. Like this was in the running for my favorite song on the album. To be honest with you,
Okay.
this song, the intro, like Bleak goes so hard on this song. It's so descriptive.
Mm-hmm.
Like the line where he says, nosy bitch from the third floor, like, why, little nigga? So, and the part where he says, I took a long pull, like he was hitting, the blizzy or whatever while he talking to her. He said, took a long pull, like, bitch to breathe. Like, that line, I was like, damn, I can see it.
Yeah.
Like, that whole song by Bleak, this is probably my favorite Bleak song, like, ever. Like, it's man, listen. What he say? He had the line, go to Tom D's, niggas mad, veins out, cop the Jordans 2 weeks before they came out. Like, just everything that he's going, like, if you listen from the start of the song to where he's going with it, like, he's a little nigga who, like he said, big niggas throwing, they say, park the car, keep the keys, find a hood rat and creep the Mickey D. Like, just showing, for one, we've always said, Bleak, you and I, kid, have always said before that Bleak's a loyal dude.
Yes.
Like, a loyal dude. And I think this shows that, like, man, this dude, man. But this song, man, it does something different to me. So when I first heard this, I'm like, my nigga Hov got something. Got something. But things change. So
Oh,
But
we
yeah, that's
lost.
where I was with it. That's where I
Like,
was.
We lost you. We're looking at the ceiling.
Who, me? Oh, my bad. My bad. I'm hitting the computer and shit.
Oh, there
All
we
right.
go. That's what's up. I'm the same way as y'all, man. But I want to ask y'all, man. Jay-Z, he been trying to retire since 1998, nigga. It's
man,
2020.
yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. I was gonna mention something because the dude he was talking about, oh well, he talking about, oh, it's time to give it up or whatever. I'm like, yo, nigga, you done had 10 albums after that. I forgot all about that. I'm glad you mentioned that.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. So we on the track two. Probably the most popular song by the masses on this album, man. The Hard Knock Life. Obviously, 45 King did the beat. The Annie sample. AP, yo, do you remember how it started? How we started doing our chant to this?
Uh, what was that? A Natural Life? What they say?
Yeah!
Oh shit, I forgot, yo. You know my memory's bad, yo.
We
Yeah,
was some young corny niggas. That's I was thinking about that shit when I was listening to it. Like, nigga, that shit's so corny. Like,
hey,
why was he doing
ain't
that?
nobody rocking with this nigga on the yard, yo.
At all, man. But like that was one of our many theme songs. AP, where was you at with it?
When it came out, I'm like, yo, cause you know, everybody know who Annie is in the theme song and all that. So I mean, I'm like, yo, I'm like, yo, this is that shit, yo. And the way that he flipped it, I mean, that was something I don't think I have ever heard anything like that. So joint was definitely hot, man. Definitely instant classic to me in my book.
Yeah, man. Where was you at with it, Mike?
Yeah, same here. It was instant classic. We had never heard nothing like that. You know, me, the movie Annie. I'm a super fan of Annie. It's actually one of the first movies I ever went to the movie theater to see as a little kid. My mother took me was to see Annie, and that's because my sister wanted to go see it. I wanted to see something else, but I'm an Annie fan. I got Annie on DVD and Blu-ray right now. Love it. So yeah, when I heard the song, it was like super dope. But going back and listening now, man,
Uh-oh.
to transition from that Bleak song to the Annie joint, yeah, it's kind of tough. That's a tough transition, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I was, you know what I'm saying, like the intro all debate, like kind of set the tone for the whole album. I don't think it flowed.
Right?
The transition wasn't right for that. It probably could have. I don't know when it would have been a good spot, but coming in after that intro, it definitely didn't work. I was thinking that today as I was out listening to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. That's fair. So we on to track three, man. If I Should Die. Now, this is produced by Swiss Beats, and I don't think I've ever heard of these dudes ever since this song. Matter of fact, I don't even think I know how to pronounce their name.
Yeah, it got to be Rangers or something.
It's
The
the
Rangers.
Rangers.
The Rangers. Okay, the Rangers. Shouts out to the Rangers. They got on with Hove.
Yeah,
Have y'all ever heard a song from the Rangers after
nah,
this or
nah.
Never.
before this?
Yeah, nah, I
No.
think somebody said they was the forgotten Shawnee or Roc-A-Fella. Cause look, I got on my notes. I put who question mark.
I
So this
started looking for stuff by him and couldn't find nothing.
for real. This is it. Don't I think he on another track on later on in the album. I think that might have been it. But this was a skip for me, man.
Mm.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
It's,
this wasn't it, and I think Swiss is still trying to find his way with beats because this beat wasn't it for me, man. I really wasn't feeling this song. Matter of fact, I wasn't feeling this song back then. So you
Yeah,
can only
yeah, me either.
imagine like right now, like I was like, it's a heavy skip for me. So since we all agree, we can keep it pushing. We on the track four, Ride or Die. Stevie J.
Stevie J.
Stevie Jordan made this beat. Now, this is gonna make somebody feel a certain type of way, and that somebody is AP, y'all.
yeah,
Shots at Mason Betha on this album, well, on this
right.
song, man.
Yeah.
Which is really strange because obviously Stevie J is from the Hitman, and
Hmm.
that is Bad Boy. So he made a beat and got Jay-Z, and Jay-Z taking shots at the number one guy at Bad Boy. I mean, check
number,
your
number two
check
guy.
yeah, check your videos. You'll always be number two.
Yeah.
I never knew where this beef or these bars came from. Do y'all know why Jay-Z took shots at him?
I don't know. I was still trying to figure that out. Like, what happened? Where did it come from?
Right. Well, the only thing that I can think of, because Mason, and Dame had beef. So because you remember on Mason's album, he was like, I rock with Jay Z or Jig or something, but fuck Dame.
Yeah.
Maybe Jay Z, he just standing up for Dame, standing up for Roc-A-Fella, whatever. But I just think it's funny. You would have thought that Mason J was cool.
Yeah.
So him to take shots at him, and then I think Jay Z knew what he was doing. He did being very strategic to have Stevie J, who was hitman, part of Bad Boy, in-house production, have him do that record. So that's just crazy. I'm surprised that Puff ain't continue to let Stevie J work for him.
Where was you at with it, Mike?
Yeah, this was a skip for me. I wasn't feeling it, man. And anything that, let me say this. The Hitman for a long time were like my guys. Like, I loved them dudes. Like, any production they did, loved it. I didn't care for this at all. At all. And I'm under thinking, I felt like Hove can spit on shit, a damn ambulance siren that's gonna be hot. This shit in the bag, man. This was terrible, man. This was a skip for me.
Man, we that's crazy. Okay, so we on the track 5, man. We on the track 5, and shit is about to heat up. I think. Jigga what? Jigga who? With Jaz-O and Emil. This is a Timberland beat. This is the 4th single off the album. I love this song. I love this song then. I love this song now. And I know me and Mike talked about this on Reasonable Doubt, how certain styles are gimmicky. Like the Daz Effect style. The rap fast is a gimmick and whatever. It really don't shine through. At first, back in the day when I heard it, it sounded like that. But maybe because I heard this song so many times, I know all the words by heart. It really don't even sound like he rapping that fast, to be perfectly honest.
Right.
Hove gets busy on this. Shouts out to Jaz-O as well, man. Where's you at with it, AP?
I think when it first came out, I definitely was a fan of the song. And Emil. I like some of the female rappers. I don't know, did she get nasty on this one, man? I like it. But going back to the fast rap, that's how Jay-Z started. So that's how he was rapping when I first heard him. So I'm like, okay, this is just reminiscent of from what I heard the first time. So I definitely appreciated the song then. Now, not so much though. I'm kind of cool now.
Okay.
This was my shit then, and it's still my shit. This, and honestly, I think I prefer Jazz on this song over Hove. And this is the song that made me really like, in my mind be like, okay, I think Jaz-O is, he nice with it. And it led to me even picking up his album. I don't know if y'all remember, he had an album with another cat called Kings County.
Yes. It
made me like really dive deep into Kings County, even though it was some bullshit. It had a couple decent songs on there.
That name even sound terrible.
And so, but his boy that he rapped with on Kings County, dude named DiBiase, nice, was so nice. And so this song, though, even going back and listening to it now, I'm like, yeah, because you listen to some cats that used to have that fast style, and you listen now and be like, oh man, this shit's whack. Like, why did we like this? Where a lot of cats would rap fast but wasn't saying shit, just fast for the sake of being fast. This was one of those ones I was like, okay, yeah, they fast. I'm about to learn this shit. I wasn't gonna be like, Chico Bean when he saw, Busta Rhymes, even though that was impressive. But this song, and I'm not a big Timberland guy, to be honest with you. But
really?
This was nice. This was nice.
That's what's up. I gotta mention this, man. As great as Hove is, he has some of the worst music videos of all time.
I agree.
Nigga, obviously everybody's gonna think about the Sunshine video where you're looking like a camel and everything like that with Foxy Brown. Everybody gonna think of that one. But I encourage everybody to go to YouTube after they listen to this podcast and look up Jigga What Jigga Who video. That
Terrible.
has to be the cheapest video I've ever seen in my life. Like they got fucking night lights in that bitch. That shit is he like walking through like a black desert. It's so bad. It is one of the worst
Yeah.
videos I've ever seen in
Well,
my
I
life.
ain't
But
I've seen the video.
go ahead.
AP. So AP, did you ever go to Kings Island back in the day?
Oh yeah, you know it.
So when you were going, they had a thing where you could make like a musical video with the
Yeah.
cheap ass screen in the
Yeah,
back?
my sister and them, they always did that. That's what it
There you
looked
go.
like.
Right there. That's what that shit
Bingo.
remind me of.
Word.
Bingo. That shit is so bad. But thank goodness I fuck with the song heavy. So we on the track 6. Money Cash Hoes with DMX. Swiss Beats. Third single off of here.
Mm.
This beat is fucking insane. I
Yeah.
love this song then. I love this song now. Obviously, the remix on the Corruptor soundtrack with Bleak and Beans was crazy as well. I love this song. Where was you at with it, Mike?
Hey, classic. Classic. My man Kasim Dean, aka Swizz, my Muslim brother Swizz, did his thing. Hey, this beat was the star. The beat
Yeah.
was the star of the song, dude.
Yeah.
And I remember, story time.
Let's get it.
I remember going to a party at Central State. I don't know who was DJing, but the nigga was trash. His blends was terrible. You know, shit like I've watched y'all DJ, and you know how you blend in the next song. You know, I think that's what it's called, blending, or like a transition into the next song. This cat was just stopping the song, like stop. Next, I'm like, oh shit. So you had that downtime. So the whole time he's doing this, everybody, you know, the organization, the fraternity sororities out there stepping and whatnot, cats trying to get their little move on or whatever. But you always got this long pause in between songs. So cats is getting upset, and so this one cat, I don't know if he was drunk or what. So he screams out, "Hey nigga, I'm tired of this pause shit. Blend that shit right. I'm gonna shoot this bitch up." So I instantly like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, this shit finna go left. So I'm ready to go. I'm ready to come back to right state at this point. So this dude that's standing next to me is like, oh, here go these Detroit niggas acting a fool. So the DJ comes on the mic. The DJ gets on the mic and he's like, well, what's up then? I'm like, oh shit. Dude starts walking to the door. I'm like, oh, it's time to go. All of a sudden, he drops Money Cash Hoes. This dude's walking out the door. When I tell you this dude did a U-turn and walks back in and started dancing, it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, man, what's going on here? But hey, classic song. Classic. So yeah, the beat made you had to move to the beat.
Yeah.
You had to. So that's why I'm with. But yeah, it's classic.
Where was you at with AP?
Oh yeah, classic man. I just remember. So I think what albums they came out on Tuesdays back then. So
Yes, sir.
everybody and their mama had the joint, and you know it's September 28th, 29th, or whatever. So it's not even cold outside. So everybody who got a car or whatever, they got it rocking. Windows is open. That's all you hear. Money Cash Hoes, Hard Knock Life. I mean, you just hear the Jay-Z. This in our little bubble out there in the woods. Everybody rocking it. So I mean, definitely a classic in my book now and then. But so here go my little story. So I don't know what was you there, Kev?
I don't know.
Okay, all right. So
Depending on how it go.
okay, so okay, for the sake of the story, we just say you weren't there. So I'm not gonna say no names, trying to protect the guilty. So I'm chilling. We had a mutual friend that stayed down the hall from you and Nate in Hawthorne, right? So I think we had to be in his room because I stayed in Pine Hall, the last dorm that at the bottom of the hill. But I'm thinking we had to be there because there was something going on in Hawthorne Hall, third floor. And some girl from this ham was up there dancing. She was stripping, getting butt naked, right? And so I'm like, yo, this is wild. I ain't never experienced nothing like this coming. You know what I'm saying? This is my freshman year. I look at my
Early.
yeah, early, early. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even got cold yet. I think school probably had just started because we started in September, right?
Yeah.
So probably
Yep.
started right after Labor Day. So we 2 weeks into school. So I'm like, yo, we in the wrong city, but this definitely right state.
Facts.
So yo, so we goes up to the third floor. We walk in, all you hear is money, cash, hoes, right? That's all she wanted to hear. It's probably about 10, 15 dudes in there just watching her do her thing. And then look, so there was another guy we all know trying to take her in the bathroom to do whatever. So I think he initially get her to go in the bathroom, and everybody in the room like, yo, bring her back out here, right? And so she finally comes back out. She was like, I think somebody was playing something else. She was like, no, play that Money Cash Hoes. That's the only thing she would dance to. So I don't even know how long we was up there. That's all she wanted to hear. And so the guy I went up there with, I won't say his name, but you know exactly who he is, Mike.
Yeah.
You know exactly who he is. So y'all remember the drink Trey wins?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bottle kind of looked like something like this, right? So we up there. I don't know what Shorty was on or whatever, yo, right? So next thing you know, the bottle is going into places we couldn't even that I really shouldn't even be talking about, right? And I know if this was my daughter, sister, cousin, mom, or whatever, I wouldn't be appreciating this story too much right about now. So look, so the one guy, I won't even say I was in him. The one guy, he's putting the bottle in places. And then look, I was in the blow pops back then, right?
Yeah.
Had, had the cherry blow,
Hey, somebody cut this through microphone, man.
hey, hey, look, yo. So look, next thing I know, before we left, it was just a puddle of blow pop juice on the ground, man. Hey yo, somebody walked away with a nickname after that night. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. To answer
Hey,
your
man,
question,
what's wrong with this dude, man?
to answer your question, nah.
Yo,
Right
yeah.
there. I don't know what you're talking about.
Man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. So that was a very eventful night, man. Something I will never forget, yo. Just
Hey,
off of
man, we need a storytelling podcast, man.
that.
Hey,
Facts.
man.
Facts.
Woo.
I will say this, man, about this song, Money Cash Hoes. It's hard to beat your story, AP, so I'm gonna just keep it back onto the music. DMX, man, at this time, not even at this time, by the summer of '98, these are the two hottest rappers in the world.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they on tour together. They tore it down with this song. This song is a classic, Money Cash Hoes. So then we on the track 7 a week ago with Too Short. Obviously story bars. Obviously telling the story about, he out on the street hustling, his boy get caught, and one of the biggest lines in the song, he says, "Man, you just think shit sweet cause you home." And like that shit just rings out to me, man. This
Mhm.
song, it was dope then. I still fuck with it now, even though I can't really relate to it, but I still fucks with the song. Where was you at with it, Mike?
Yeah, man. Same. I'm exactly like you, man. That song was so dope, man. It was a weird pairing to have Too Short with Hove, but it went well. It went well together, man. I like it a lot, man. I like that song a lot.
Mhm.
Where was you
Yeah,
at?
same here. I thought it was weird too, but on volume one, he's on the track on volume one as well. And then you know what I'm saying, he's on the track with on Big's album. So I didn't know what kind of connection they had, you know what I'm saying, Jay-Z and Too Short, but I mean the song fits. I like the song. So
Yeah. I want songs like this on the album, to be perfectly honest, instead of the what's the joint? If I Should Die. You could have gave me some more stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Right.
so we on the track 8, Coming of Age 2 with Bleak. This is a perfect follow up to the original, man. That you talk to the young homie, you put him on, he starts coming up, and obviously the young homie has people his age, his own peers, who feel like he should be getting more, and people in his ear talking about, man, you doing all the work, he reaping all the benefits, and that's how I go in the game. You know what I'm saying? The younger dudes once looked up to the older guys, but now want the older guy spot. And that's what this whole song is about. Both
Yeah.
of each other, peeping each other out, trying to make sure one don't catch the other slipping.
Yeah.
Where's y'all at with it?
Yeah, I definitely like it. So I mean, the line that got me was I didn't came up, put my life on the line, shook the game up. Now it's my time to shine. So,
Time to
so I mean,
change up.
so yeah, so I mean that just goes to your point right there. Everything you just said, Kev. So I mean, I like the joint, and like I said in the beginning, I felt like this was like Bleak coming out party for me, even though he was on the first one, because I had to go back and listen to the joint because it said the sequel, and I forgot all about it. It was on Reasonable Doubt, so I had to go
Yeah.
back and listen to it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like it was beautiful back and forth. Almost like you can envision the conversation and the feelings and the thoughts in their heads. So I think it was a great song, man. I'm a Bleak guy. I'm a Bleak fucking fanatic. I was there early to get Bleak when he dropped his first joint, even though it was but
Yeah.
this like to AP's point, I felt like this was Bleak's coming out like, hey, I'm here now, I can do this. So yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it.
Mm.
Look at this nigga Jay Front trying to take my shine. Didn't say it verbally, just had some shit on my mind. Like this nigga on one, man.
Yeah,
Like he's a mad employee.
yeah,
Man,
yeah.
rap.
Right. I was always disappointed, man. We never got a part 3 to this, man.
Yeah.
So we on the track 9. And probably, I ain't even gonna say probably, this is the biggest club song of that year. It's gotta be, man. And of course I'm talking about Can I Get Up What with Emil, Ja Rule, and let Ja Rule and Irv Gotti tell it. This was originally Ja Rule's song.
Mm.
Apparently Jay-Z was at the Def Jam offices and heard the beat that Irv Gotti was playing, and it was like, yo, let me get that. So in exchange for them giving Jay-Z this beat and this hook, he was on Ja Rule's album twice. So this was also a single off of the Rush Hour soundtrack.
Mhm.
Like this song to this day, you play it at the club, especially with folks our age, people gonna go crazy. Where
Mm.
was you at with AP?
Oh yeah, I mean, I just echo everything you said right there. Definitely loved it when it came out. Um, I mean, really ain't too much more I could really say to that. So, Ja, he did his thing. Jay, of course, knocked it out the park. So,
Your girl talked nasty on here too.
yeah. Oh, see? But yo, that's crazy how she just fell off though, man. You ain't hear too much from her after this album. Just disappeared, man.
Off the map, bro.
Yeah.
Off the map. Where was you at, Mike?
Yeah, this classic club jumper. I remember being at a party at Butler University in Indy. Went to see my boy who was playing up there. Dude, wasn't nothing popping on campus. It's dead. We in Indianapolis. It's dead. He like, man. So it's a white frat on campus called Sigma Chi. He like, man, we can go to the Sigma Chi house. I'm like, it's gonna probably be a no for me. We can find something else to do. He like, nah, I be jumping. All right, let's go. Dude, first of all, they house huge. Everybody partying up in the attic. So it was some weird shit I wasn't used to. Dude, we up there, they had this shit on repeat like 5 times in a row. I mean, they kept playing. I'm like, yeah, this shit is a big song.
Yeah.
I got out there on that floor. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking like our boy in Greensboro, but I was out there on the floor. But yeah, man, this was a big record. This was a big record.
And this is what I'm talking about. This album made Jay-Z a superstar because when you got a song like Can I Get Up and it's on the radio 30 times a day, shit, we still play this song on the radio to this day. That's how
Yeah.
big this song was. Like, not on like, no, all right, we just gonna throw it in for the noon throwback. Like, it's in a regular, or you gonna hear it at least twice a week. You know what I'm saying? That's how big this song was. And then you have the Hard Knock Life song with Annie. Like, these are the type of songs that put you on MTV, like not MTV Jams, not Yo MTV Raps. They put you on TRL.
The
Like, you have
TRL.
hit records like this.
Yeah.
It takes you to another stratosphere, man. So
Yeah, because I think this is probably, I mean, had to be his biggest commercial album
yes,
with all them type of hits. And that's why I said that the sound from Volume 1 to Volume 2 was just, I would just say night and day, man. Night and day. So, I mean, I think I don't know if he was coming out to have something to prove or something, or like you said, get back into his own formula versus what he was trying to, instead of, you know what I'm saying, trying to so much piggyback off of Big, he kind of came into his own right here. But it was definitely a lot of commercial success on this one. So I
lots of
think
commercials.
this one won Album of the Year. It won the Grammy for Album of the Year in that year. So
I think rightfully so. I was gonna say rightfully so, but then I forgot Aquemini dropped. So forgot about Aquemini. My bad. Then we on the track 10, Paper Chase. Now I will say, I used to like this song.
hmm
This is with Foxy Brown, but listening to it now, this ain't the move, player. This ain't for me no more. Like, I don't like it no more.
yeah, it don't have the same effect on me. Yo, and to be honest, Mike and I, we kind of touched on it before you had jumped on. I don't know if it is really staying the test of time for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I really, you know what I'm saying, I had high expectation and anticipated when it first came out. Loved it back in '98. But I'm listening almost like where I was with Mason's album. Like, yo,
Wow, is that? It's like that?
I mean, it ain't to that extreme, but it was like, yo, I don't think I like it as much now as I did back then, though.
Oh, I don't like it as much as I did back then. Like,
Mm,
it's a lot of stuff on here that screams 1998. Like Paper Chase screams 1998. Just like not even the beat, but the flow. The obviously the subject matter is timeless. I mean, going to, you know what I'm saying, wherever small town and try to shut it down, like that's a story that's gonna be told forever. But it's just like it says 98 is very dated. Where was you at with it, Mike?
Man, this shit sucks, dude. Like, I hated this song then. I hate it now. But I've never been a big Foxy fan like that. Um, she has a couple songs that I like. So maybe even when I went into listening to this song the first time I'd ever heard it, I'd already had my preconceived notion where I'm like, this shit's not gonna be dope, you know. And it's still, I'm still not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? I understand Timbo did the beat and all that, and like I said earlier, I ain't a big Timbo guy. Just nothing about this song made me like it. Nothing at all.
yeah, and here's just another fun fact. I know Tim did that earlier cut, but this was Jay-Z and Timberland's first collaboration was this on this song right here.
Wow. Okay. Could have been better.
Yeah.
So we on the track 11, Reservoir Dogs. Obviously, this got the locks on it. Beanie Siegel, Sauce and Money. Now, I will honestly say, I did not like this song back in the day. I just thought it, yeah. I just like the beat never caught my attention like that. Until I actually listened to the words. So I would probably say this came out like '98. I could say I ain't like it until at least the year like 2000, 2001. Then I was like, oh, these niggas is spitting crazy. I'll go first because you know I'm gonna ask y'all this, man. Who had the best verse?
Sauce Money.
Yeah.
Sauce
It's a sweep. It's a sweep then.
Yeah.
It's a sweep then. Sauce murders this shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Sauce was the guy.
I would say Hove comes in third.
Yeah.
I would say Hove, maybe even fourth. Hold on. I'm gonna have to listen to it again, but it's definitely Sauce. It's Sauce and Beans 1 and 2. So I would have to figure out if I like Jada verse or Jay-Z verse next. But yeah, Jay either third or fourth on this, man. Sauce kills it, man.
Yeah, Sauce, he definitely he tore it down. He tore it down. So I mean, this was just a great. You know what I'm saying? Back in the late '90s, everybody had that little posse cut. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So to me, that's all this was right here. So his money, he knocked it out the park for me. And we kind of have like that '70s type of sound, like one of
Right.
the '70s movies you would watch.
yeah.
So I definitely like the joint.
So is this the first time we heard Benny Siegel on the record?
That's what I was gonna ask you because
I
I
think so.
it had to be
I, that's a
because
good question. I think so.
It's
yeah.
gotta be. It's gotta be because like the next time was on More Money, More Cash, More Hoes, the
Mhm.
remix.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah.
So when did the truth come out?
Shit, Truth ain't come out till 2000.
Yeah, that was in the 2000.
Damn,
Probably
that was 2000. I remember the first time hearing the truth. It was me. I was with you, kid. Me, you, and Lav, and somebody else, and we went to Columbus, and you had it. I don't
See?
know
Oh.
what the hell we went to Columbus for, but that was the first time I'd heard it.
Yeah, Benny Siegel, The Truth came out February 2000.
Okay. But yeah, I didn't know until doing a little research that Eric Sermon produced this.
oh,
Oh
really?
shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sermon produced Reservoir Dog. And you right, AP, it got that wing it like
Yeah.
that 70s, you know what I'm saying, sound to it. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh shit. And then on the track 12, it's like that with Kid Capri. This was on Kid Capri's solo album, Soundtrack to the Streets. Has that reasonable doubt feel. And this is my favorite song on the album, hands down.
mm.
I
Jay-Z
love this
is
song.
a monster on here. The beat is crazy. I love this song. Where was you at with it, Mike?
I love this song, dude. Like even hearing Kid Capri, in the background on the beat, and that Jay, I'm a hop, skip, and a jump from gripping.
Ripping the
Like,
funk.
hey, I love this song,
I
dude.
get
To this
bitches and
day,
lumps. I'm a motherfucking problem. Is this what you want? Overachiever. I love chicks that pump cheaper, reefer paper. I hate the ones that
yes,
pump your beef because I go in your deeper.
yes.
Only grown divas impregnate the world when I come
When
through
they
your
come through your
speakers.
speaker, hey,
Fuck hot, my records got the fever.
Diva.
God damn, oh.
Yeah,
Sean Coy Carter did his thing on this.
yeah.
Monster.
Enough said. I don't even need to say that right there. But I mean, he was hitting them pockets though, man.
Yeah,
I like this joint. So I mean, the beat was dope. Hey, we
yeah.
going to the next one. So
Yeah,
y'all said it all.
technically these are called bonus tracks, but it was on the CD, so we gonna fuck with it.
Okay.
It's like that with Bleak. It originally was off the Streets is Watching soundtrack.
Uh,
I love this song too. You know what I'm saying? Like Bleak got another crazy line on here. Back in the day when the shorty used to braid my hair on the project stairs, now I drop to a Caesar. Ma, I don't need you from the block to the hot two-seater. You heard? Y'all niggas right. Bleak came off on this album.
Hey, Bleak did his thing on this, man.
yeah, yeah, no question.
Where was y'all at with it?
I love it. I'm like you, Bleak, man. I I knew, like, after I listened to this album, I was like, when Bleak dropped, I'm going to get it. When he drops an album, I'm going to get it. And then, and when I heard Memphis Bleak, yeah, you couldn't tell me that wasn't the coldest shit ever when I first heard it. But yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it.
Yeah,
Where was you
yeah.
at, AP?
No, I rock with it because I mean, like I said, I was a fan of the Streets is Watching joint, so it was perfect. I think they probably, you know what I'm saying, like you said, it's a bonus track. They kind of had to maybe put it on here, but they could have ended it at 12 though, and have been straight. So I mean, I don't know if they had maybe a time they had to meet or something. Because I think
Yeah.
our whole album was like only an hour. Just
Yeah.
barely went an hour on there. So
And then we on the track 14, Money Anything with Jermaine Dupri off Jermaine Dupri's Life in 1472. Love the song to this day. This is that bling bling braggadocious era. The video, niggas driving backwards, niggas got Rolls Royces, Ferraris, got freaking Real Housewives of Atlanta in the video. It's a crazy video. It's the bling bling era at its fullest. Where's y'all at with Money Ain't the Thing?
Loved it.
mhm.
Loved it. Loved it. It was a party. It was a cut you thrown in the party, and and Girls Gonna Turn Up was gonna make you want to get to the floor. So yeah, it was perfect for what it was. And to see, and I don't know if y'all seen it, maybe y'all have, when JD did the So Def reunion when he had Hove come out and they performed it together. Bro, that shit had me hyped like I was in the crowd. So it's a dope cut, man. It really is.
Yeah, I like. I mean, I liked it on Jermaine Dupri's album, this album here. So it just, like you said, it was a bonus. It was good to hear it. So I enjoyed it. Hey, but let me add, this CD had the double CD, didn't it? Or was that Volume 3?
Which one?
Nah,
Jay-Z Volume 2.
Nah.
Mm-mm.
So okay, which one had the other CD, had the second CD on it? Because it was
Blueprint 2.
Nah, the first double joint he had was Gift and the Curse.
Nah, because I mean, it was like only 8 tracks on it or something. It was the one with.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Damn.
I thought
because the CD was gold, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh shit. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know. I can't remember any songs off of there.
Well, the only one I remember, got a groupie on my jock.
Yeah.
On my jock. Yeah, I remember that.
On my jock.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it had to be this album, because I remember playing that joint on the radio station.
Nigga, playing all FCC violations.
Yeah, I've been trying to find that for years. I haven't been able to find it at all.
Oh man, you got to eBay that, boy. Now y'all was talking about it before, man. Like the commercial success of this album. This album is so commercial. I mean, you want to talk about how many features on this album? Like, I don't think Jay-Z has ever had an album with this many features on it. I may be wrong, but it's feature heavy. It's single heavy, because if you include It's Alright, Money Ain't a Thing, what else? Can I Get Her? That's 3. Money Cash Hoes, that's 4. Jigga What? That's 5. Hard Knock Life, that's 6. Shit, the remix for Money Cash Hoes, like, that's like 7 singles off this album. Like, they said this is gonna be a hit record, and we gonna bang y'all with hit records that's gonna be on the radio and the videos nonstop. This is a commercial success, man. Where was y'all at overall, man? To this, like right now, how y'all feel? Because I know y'all loved it then, but what y'all feel about it right now?
This wasn't it for me, man. Like this, and Kev, you know I'm a whole guy, but Volume 1 and Volume 2 I can do without, to be honest. This wasn't it, because I felt like it was such a concerted effort to be radio and be mainstream that it took him away from like being whole, being that guy who's gonna give you that shit that you're gonna think about, them double entendres, them deep thought-provoking lyrics. And it was like, oh, we just about to get us some radio hits. Yeah, and I kind of hate it.
What about you, AP?
Yeah, I mean, I won't say I hate it. Like I said previous, I don't like it as much as I liked it back then. I think for those same reasons Mike just brought up. But I mean, maybe he had to do this to solidify Roc-A-Fella's, you know what I'm saying, place in history and his, you know what I'm saying, because I mean after this, the sky was just a starting point for Jay-Z. So I mean.
Yeah, I agree, man. I wouldn't say I definitely don't like it as much as I did before, because like re-listening to it, I can't imagine how much we listened to this CD AP, because I knew so many words to songs that I was like, this shit sucks. Like, why do I know the words to this? Why was I listening to this? This is not fire. Like, this song fire, but that's not. But I still fucks with it heavy, man. Because of the impact and the love for like certain songs, like It's Alright, It's Like That, Can I Get Her, obviously Money Cash Hoes, like Coming of Age, like those songs like still ring out so heavy to me, man. So I want to add. Go ahead, Mike.
I like it. I like it. It introduced the world to Swizz. But I can honestly say, even back then, at this time, I had no idea who Swizz was really as a producer.
Mm-hmm.
And Kev, I got to give you credit for something. You, and I don't think you intentionally did it, but because of you, I found out who Swizz was. I remember being in Forest Lane, me and DC sitting in his spot in Forest Lane, drunk as can be, like middle of the day drunk type shit, drinking E&J.
Woo!
And I remember you came through in the maroon Civic.
City of Love.
Sea of Love.
And what was the album, Kev? Jigga. What was that?
Rough Riders Volume 1.
I remember you coming through playing that, and I was like, "Holy shit! What is that?" And I'm gonna tell you what went down. I remember this day vividly. I don't forget a lot of shit. You came through, you wanging that shit in the Civic. I don't know what type of speakers you had in the Civic, but for some reason it was banging a little bit.
Had them 10s in that bitch.
Big old 10.
And I remember you parking. I don't know whose crib you were going over, but you parked and you got out. And in true flossing nigga fashion, like I'm gonna floss and show these niggas I got beats. You got out, left the car going with the beats wanging. That song was on, but you were outside talking to somebody. And you remember the resident office that was over in Forest Lane?
Yeah.
Somebody came out and asked you, some older person came out and asked you to turn it down. I guess they were working. And you turned it down. And I remember you left. And in my mind, even though I've been drinking, I was like, I need to know who that is. Like, I need to know who that is. And so I remember asking you, and you told me, like, yeah, that's Rough Rider, yada, yada, yada. Dude, I ran to get that shit. Like, I had to have it. Just off the beat, though. Now, yeah, of course, I'm a whole guy. But just that beat, I was like, oh, shit. I got to have it. So I got to give you your credit for putting me on. Let me know who Brother Kasim Dean, a.k.a. Swizzy, is. And, yeah, that's, man, dude. So, yeah, this whole CD, like, it really... Swizz got some burn on here. He got a few tracks on here that I'm liking the beats.
For sure. So, all right, man. This is a tough question, man. Jay-Z got a lot of albums. He got a lot of albums.
I already know you going.
Does this album make Jay-Z's top 5?
No.
Not a top 5 Jay-Z album.
I would say I would give it maybe a 5 just for the impact that it had, for the commercial success. But like lyrically and all that, like out of my personal top 5, nah, it ain't. I don't think it's gonna make it. But I think overall, just for the impact and commercial success that it had, I think you kind of got to put it in the top 5 for Jay-Z's albums.
So
I agree. I agree with AP. It's got to be top 5.
Okay, so let me ask you this, kid. Are you saying like AP made the distinction between commercial success or the art? Are you saying just based off the art, good songs, good production, everything? Are you saying it is a top 5 that way?
I think you have to put all those in there. I think you have to put everything in there. The commercial success, the crossover appeal, this album making him a superstar. Like, we don't get other projects from Jay-Z. We don't get the Black Album or Blueprint without this album, because this is the album that said solidified Roc-A-Fella Records. Shit, you could argue and say this shit saved Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like, that summer saved Def Jam. That tour saved Def Jam with Jay-Z and DMX with the Rough Riders. Like, this is the other album. This is like, shit, we got the introduction to Ja Rule off this album. We got a real big intro to Swizzy on this album. We got a lot of shit off this album, man. I gotta put it up there. I gotta put it up there for that reason alone. For me, it's Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, Black Album, Volume 3, American Gangster, and Volume 2.
So that's number 6. It's not top 5.
Oh shit. No.
That's what I was gonna say. So, kid.
Fuck. All right. I gotta put it in. I really love American Gangster, but
yes.
I gotta put Volume 2 above it. I can flip that. Volume 2 above it.
Above American Gangster?
Yeah.
Kev, come on, man. Kev, no. Kev.
Yeah.
Kev.
Yeah, there we go. Boom. It gotta be. It gotta be.
No. You saying it gotta be to fit your argument. Kev. So let's do it this way, Kev.
Okay.
Is it better than Reasonable Doubt?
Hell no.
No.
Is it better than Blueprint?
Hell no.
Blackout?
Hell no.
444?
I say yes.
All right, I'm done. I'm done talking. I
say yes.
I say yes. What?
I say yes.
Kev. The cultural impact of 444, Kev.
444.
Come on, Kev.
Hey, P.O., where you at?
Oh, that's a tough one. Cause I mean, it 444 definitely, you know what I'm saying, has the impact, but it didn't have that commercial success as this. I'm just going off of the success of the album. So I mean, if we talking numbers don't lie, right? So I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna take my feelings and all that out of it, and we just go with the numbers. Cause I'm gonna rock 444 before I rock Volume 2 though. You know what I'm saying? All day.
Okay.
So if we go in numbers, we can't just go based off numbers.
No, we can't go based off number. Because I mean, obviously, we all think the Reasonable Doubt is his best work, which has the lowest numbers, right? So we're not going based off of numbers.
Right,
we going off of numbers. We going off impact. We going off of commercial success. We going off what album made him a superstar. Like, that is a big deal, man. Like, it is 1998. Like, they're not throwing rappers on TRL, man. He was on TRL, Mike. He wasn't on The Basement just rapping. Like, he was on TRL. Like, that is huge. Off this album, because of this album. Like, he wasn't on there because they're presidents. He just wasn't.
I agree. I agree 100%, Kev. But we cannot judge a great body of work just because mainstream media says it is. Because I can tell you right now.
We said it was by the way we was acting at every party.
We was 18, 19, dumb, didn't have no sense. We was going to act a fool regardless. They could have put on Luther Vandross's greatest hits. We was going to try to act a fool. But Kev, we cannot say this is top 5. Kev, top 5?
Yes. It's gotta be, bro.
No.
You act like I'm saying best of both worlds.
Hey, that was my shit.
Best of both worlds.
Hey.
Ow!
Hey. Tone and Polk of the Trackmasters did their thing on that album. They did their thing. But Kev, this is not top 5 Hov.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me see. You got my notes all out of order and shit. I'm about to go down to the discography, man.
Okay.
Shit, where it go? Studio albums. Okay. Reasonable Doubt.
Yes.
So we gonna compare Volume 2 to Reasonable Doubt. We all agreed Reasonable Doubt is better, right?
Right.
In My Lifetime, Volume 1. We all agree Volume 2 is better than that, though, right?
Yes.
Oh, hands down.
Okay. Volume 3, Life and Times of Sean Carter.
It ain't better than Volume 3.
Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. I love Volume 3. I'm a huge Volume 3 fan.
Yes.
Like, that's my shit. What about you, AP?
Yo, yeah, Volume 3 over Volume 2.
Okay, this is a controversial album I'm about to talk about, the Dynasty album. People hate this album. I don't think it's that bad.
Kev, you know I'm always gonna tell you the truth. That shit trash, bro. But I will say, it has probably my second favorite whole song ever on there, the intro. The intro, lyrically, the intro on that album is one of the greatest songs I've ever. I ain't talking hip hop. I'm talking about any genre of music. if you just sit and listen and piece together the bars on that song, it's unbelievable.
I will do that after this. I'm gonna go back and listen to it.
His Stevie Wonder scheme in that song, unbelievable.
So
Unbelievable.
We gonna go with Volume 2 over to the Dynasty.
Yes.
Okay. Blueprint, obviously, we don't even need to talk about that. Okay, so here's another one that people hate, including myself. Blueprint 2, Gift and the Curse.
He could have made that one CD.
Facts. So we going with Volume 2 over that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I just think though, I mean, without Volume 2 though, you don't get none of the rest of this stuff though, man.
That's what I'm saying. Then we got obviously the Black Album. We know that
it ain't better than the Black Album.
Yeah, we all know Black Album is fucking classic. All right, now in my opinion, probably his worst album, Kingdom Come.
Awful.
So Volume 2 is better than that. Now here's the one that people sleep on a lot. American Gangster. I love American Gangster. I love American Gangster. A themed album. This album we just did, Volume 2, really doesn't have a theme to it. I would imagine the theme would be the coming of Bleak because that's how it starts. But I mean, there's really no. I really don't get a story out of that. So we get a big story. We get a whole epic from American Gangster. So that's up for debate, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay,
so that's a debatable. Blueprint 3, really not a fan of that album. Mike, please help me out.
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Magna Carta, Holy Grail. I fucking hate this album.
Come on. Cam, what happened to you, dude?
That's one album. That's one album that you like that I don't like this album. This album is garbage. Honestly, I can't tell you. Let me look at this track list.
Dude.
Let me look at it too.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Picasso Baby was my shit. Fuck with me, you know I got it. Oceans was my shit. After that.
Fuck Up the World is not cut on there, kid? Come on.
Yeah, I just said that. After that, I'm
big arm head. This is God body. Come on, man.
I'm shaking, baby.
Kid.
I'm shaking.
Yeah, I'm with Mike on this one, man.
You boxing with Holy Grail?
Yeah.
Really? And the 444 crushing Holy Grail, by the way. 444. Matter of fact, I would listen to the Dynasty before Holy Grail.
You tripping?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Holy Grail at all. Like, for real. But 444 is my shit. I mean, Hov got some Jones, man. We can go back and forth about it all day.
You real disrespectful, kid. You on some real disrespectful type shit, kid.
How, Sway?
Come on. Holy Grip. And I get the impact of Volume 2. I get it. He had to do it, all this, all that. But when we talking about is the shit dope, first of all, the order of Volume 2 is trash. like from the word go, you follow up Bleak with it's a hard knock. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, that's a great point right there, though.
Like, it just.
I don't know. I still had to put it in there, but I mean, Mike, you do bring some valid points, though, bro. I will acknowledge those points.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
I hear you. To have me listening to Holy Grail this week. Oh,
hey, Holy Grail got cuts.
Man, I gotta listen to that Dr. Dre this week. We doing Chronic 2001, me and my brother.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what else though, real quick, because I know we didn't make this point. Only one other time had I heard an album start out where whatever artist was, whoever album it was, that artist wasn't on the opening track. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this was the second time that I'd heard. The first time actually wasn't even rapping. It was on what's that? The Chronic. When Snoop starts talking on the intro.
Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking, okay, this is Dr. Dre album. Dre finna come on and, you know, say his subpar ass shit. But to hear Snoop talk, I'm like, oh shit. Okay. But this was the second time. And then after this, you know, of course, you know, Hov was on Bleak shit
Yeah.
with what's that, Dear Summer?
Dear Summer, I know you're gonna miss me. We'll be thinking that like Nike Air
Classic.
Christie's, Escots
Classic.
with the polo creases.
Dude. So yeah, the GOAT Hov, I mean, he had some missteps as far as album. Volume 2, this wasn't the move, pimp. But I get why he did it. You know, y'all made some valid points. I get why he did it. But this is not some of his top 5 work, bro.
So before we go, can we get your top 5 Jay-Z albums?
Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, Black Album, we just said it, the movie.
American
Original
Gangster.
All right, American Gangster. And 444.
I could fucks with that. As
444.
long as that fucking Holy Grail wasn't on there.
And what's crazy, Ho wasn't even my favorite part of the Blueprint. It was the production. But again, dope album.
Yeezy season.
Yeezy and Just Blaze. Because I think it was only 4 people with production credit on that album. I think. Because Eminem got that production credit for Renegade.
Oh, Renegade. Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that.
And then I think it's one other person. But what's the name? I had a production credit on this album. The song we like, the opening song with Bleak, DJ Premier.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm at with it.
AP, can we get your top 5 joints?
I think me and Mike might be. I think it's the same. So I'm not gonna say them in order. I'm looking at them. So 444, Reasonable Doubt, of course, Blueprint, the Black. What's that? One more. Got to be American Gangster. So I think those probably. Yeah, that's it.
So when you next time you DJ in a party, what song you gonna play off 444? Just curious.
Well, let me see. I can rock that. What was that? The OJ joint.
Yeah, the story of OJ.
Speed that joint up, and just let it rock to the first hook, and it's faded. Mix it up with something else.
I'm big hating.
You are big hate. Before you leave, okay, tell me something. I need some new beats. What you rocking these days?
Oh shit, let me look. Man, doing the pod, man. I'm locked down. You know what I'm saying? Listening to old shit, but I've been banging obviously that Benny, the West Side Gun.
Hard, man.
Been listening to that new Trey Songz Back Home. And Reasons album, New Beginnings. Yeah. TDE.
Okay.
So yeah, them the joints I've been banging. I finally listened to. Matter of fact, I ain't listened to the Busta Rhymes yet. I
listened to it.
How is it?
It's cool. I don't hate it. I don't overly love it. It's cool. It's cool. It's alright. I probably need to listen to it another 1 or 2 times to get a true assessment of it. But it's not album of the year, nothing like that. But it's good for hip hop, I guess. Because I mean, I got my opinions on what's album of the year. But
what's up?
What album of the year?
Yeah.
Hip hop album of the year is probably any one of the 3 director's cut series with Ransom and Nicholas Craven. It's the greatest hip hop I done heard probably the last 5 years.
Mm.
And I stand on that statement.
Mm.
If you get a chance, listen to the director's cut series, especially director's cut 3 by Ransom.
Yeah.
And Nicholas Craven, the cat, he out of Canada, producer. Some of the greatest hip hop I done probably heard the last 5 years. And I'm about to say this. And I've been debating whether I wanted to say this or not, kid.
We rolling.
I'm gonna say it. Ransom is my second favorite rapper of all time. Behind Hov. and I'm talking about a lifelong, listening to hip hop music. I've never heard. The feeling I get when I listen to Ransom is how I felt when I heard the Blueprint. I mean, when I heard Reasonable Doubt. That shit is amazing.
Butcher coming, nigga. Butcher coming, nigga.
Butcher Cole, Kev, I've been on the Butcher and Griselda and all that.
Yeah, I did a major crash course on Butcher. This boy is special. He's special.
Butcher Cole, especially Old Benny. Old Benny is like
rubber bands and weight, nigga.
Hey, rubber bands and weight. And him, 38 Special, who used to do a lot of old production for him, who signed a lot of cats. They different, man. They different. Even down to, West Side Gun and Conway and the Machine, all that. Even down to their album art is dope to me. Like, it's different. Even from the Hitler Wears Hermes series that they had and all that. Yeah. But I'm telling you, Ransom, he's something different, man. He's something different.
All right. I always come to you for the new shit. AP, yo, what you banging?
I'm rocking that Benny the Butcher right now, man. So
Butcher coming, nigga.
The Butcher coming.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I'm really rocking right now.
AP, you listen to the new Bus yet?
No, I haven't checked that one out. I was going to listen to it this week, but I've got we had the pod come up, so I've been listening to the Jay-Z. But what's funny? We talking about Busta. I don't know if y'all knew it, but y'all Biggie, Jay-Z, and Busta, they all went to the same high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Man, something in the water.
Right.
Something in the water.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, we gotta do this again, but we gotta involve North Carolina stories, though, man.
Oh yeah. We just need to do a DJ Clue backstage review, because that's what we was rocking pretty much the whole time.
Facts.
Hey, and before we go, I gotta ask y'all something. Maybe AP will know the answer to this. Do you remember we were at the intramural game and we was laughing so hard about something?
Oh God!
Do you know what we were laughing at?
I think some dude. We were laughing at some other dude. I don't know if he just took a shot or something. I don't know what we was laughing. But yo, I had me in tears, man. Cause you got it on video, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was in tears,
I remember laughing uncontrollably hard.
Yeah.
And
I don't know exactly what we was laughing at, but that had to, whatever it was, that's like got to be like top 3, top 5 of my most funniest things ever.
Right, like I remember it, and we were so weak, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say something. I don't know. Don't give me the line, man.
It wasn't when DC got crossed, was it?
Nah.
Because Kev got that on tape too, I think.
Yeah.
That nigga DC started hugging himself.
I think it was after the games was over though.
Yeah, it was after. It was after.
Man, we laughed uncontrollably.
Yeah,
y'all niggas is dirty, man. Hey, fellas, I appreciate y'all jumping on, man. Mike, go ahead. Mike, go ahead and shout out your son's candle business.
Candles from the Heart. Candlesfromtheheart.com. Well, he's 11 now, 11-year-old son, selling candles in order to raise money over the next 7 years to pay his tuition at Howard University, his dream school. We're currently selling purple candles. The scent is called Purple Cashmere Plum. A portion of the proceeds will go to the Alzheimer's Association. So candlesfromtheheart.com.
Hold on, man. I saw on Facebook, man, you said y'all got hacked?
We got hacked, man. What's crazy, I still haven't been able to get his IG page back. I got my personal page back, but for some reason IG won't answer any emails I send. They have a number you can call, but nobody answer. They just tell you to go to the help page. So still trying, but we still operate.
Operate. Go ahead, support the young boy. AP, yo, Coach of the Year.
I wish. Matter of fact, the season about to start up, so I'm over at West Carrollton Middle School, 8th grade. It's gonna be a rough season.
This
we
nigga.
had our first tryouts today, but I'm gonna go out there and do my thing, man. Go out there and have some fun. And you know what I'm saying? It's all about the kids. So as long as they leave better than they came in, I'll be all right.
Y'all running the triangle or four quarters? What y'all running?
Neither. Running gun, man.
Hey, fellas, I appreciate y'all, man.
All right, brothers.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right.
Peace.
Yeah.
Peace.